good, it's on. Okay. All right. Oof. Okay. Hello, everyone. So, I was supposed to do it live yesterday, but I did not do it. I came today, but it's still around the same time. I am going to be doing my lives again. I wanted to make sure I come on and talk about who can actually legally take your application. So before I get started, I am Jackie.Braden. I am a licensed mortgage loan officer. I have so many loan products that can help you, whether you're an investor, whether you are a wage earner, whether you are a first-time homeowner. I can help you become not only a homeowner but also an investor. You can utilize these loan products by doing like a multi-unit. So at the same time you are a homeowner, you can also get residual income every month. So today I wanted to talk about the application process and who can actually take your application. So according to TILA, there are 6 items that if taken will actually trigger TILA, which is Truth in Lending Act, right? So I don't know if a lot of people know that, because sometimes I've heard people talking about how cousin JJ, he got all the information together and then took it to the friend that he knows who is the actual loan officer, but because he know him, he gave him a cut. So I don't know if people know, actually JJ just actually actually committed mortgage fraud because he wasn't licensed to take the application if he took the 6 items that I will talk about. And then he also cannot get compensation for taking that application as well. So that's why I wanted to kind of have this conversation. So again, I'm Jackie.Braden. I'm a licensed mortgage loan officer. I have a room that I do every week on Mondays on Clubhouse. I also will be doing these lives on IG. Just have different topics that I'm going to come on and talk about, just to kind of educate you guys, just to let you guys know, hey, just in case you didn't know, here it is. Let me just give it to you. So the TILA is only triggered if name, income, social security number, property address, the full address, of course, the estimated value of the property, and the loan amount. Those are the 6 items. If these 6 items are taken by anybody, they are acting as if they are me, a loan officer. So I did a video before and I shared with you guys that there are 2 different loan officers. You're either registered or you are licensed. So if anyone engages or act as a loan officer, they should be licensed. So what does it mean if you're acting or engaging as if you are a loan officer? You are possibly advertising yourself to be a loan officer. You could take applications, possibly negotiating terms. And if you're negotiating terms and even you're expecting compensation, you're acting as a loan officer. Another one is if you are an independent contractor. For instance, if a loan processor or, of course, an underwriter, if they are an independent contractor, then they too would have to have the license that I have, which is the mortgage loan officer license, or the loan originator license. So with that being said, I think I just want to have this conversation because a lot of people may not realize they are taking applications. So you have to be careful because it's a hefty penalty, and I don't think people realize. So I say I'll do a quick video just to educate you guys on this topic. Let's see. But before I continue, please, I am going to save this video, which means that you will be able to like the video, share the video. Please do that, share it. I am trying to build up my engagement, and because I'm trying to build up my engagement, I need you to engage. You can leave a comment under the video. If you've learned anything, please leave a comment. If you know anyone that may be taking applications and they should not be, and they're not licensed, send them the video so they can realize that they should reconsider. And then just hit the little tab where you can save a little video, and you can save it for later just in case you want to go back and rewind and revisit what I said. Okay, so I'll continue. So what does it mean when I say to take a residential mortgage loan application? Okay, so when you're taking an application, you're basically acting as a representative that is going to facilitate a decision, right, for a borrower who is applying for a mortgage loan, and that decision will determine if that borrower gets that bond credit, and there will be terms, right, that comes with that loan. So when you do that, you're taking an application, okay? So for instance, what else? So I guess I talked about the 6 different things. So you have to be careful what I do when I first assess people. The very last thing, which I don't get until I absolutely know that they're going to use me as their lender. The social is the very, very last thing that I get. I never get it because I know the moment that I take all 6 items, I'm going to trigger Tiller. And if I trigger Tiller, that means I have within 3 days to get the initial disclosures, which is that loan estimate. And the loan estimate is important because what I disclose on the loan estimate, I have to stick with on that CD. And I can't go hide fees because I had to put all the fees onto that loan estimate. So that's why it's very, very important. Also, what's also important is you don't realize that if you get all 6 of those items verbally, you just took the application. So whether you get it written or verbally, getting all 6 items, and I'll say it again, the name, the income, the social security number, the property address, the estimated value of the property, and also the loan amount. So if you get all 6 of those items, you just took the application. And to take the application, you have to have a license to do so. And that's just based on the federal SAFE Act. The SAFE Act is what's protecting the consumer. And you want the consumer, we want to protect you guys, and you guys should want to be protected because as a loan officer, I have to follow certain laws that protects you. So I have to make sure you have the ability to repay. It's called the ability to repay rule, the ATR. I have to make sure I'm following the loan originator compensation rule. So it's a certain amount of percentages that I can't charge you. I can't just have the lender and the borrower paying me at the same time. So it's certain rules that I have to follow. There's the 3-day initial disclosure rule that I have to know because I'm licensed and because I know the law. As soon as I take that application, I have to immediately make sure I got to get those disclosures out. So if someone takes that application verbally or written and they didn't even get the disclosures out, they just broke the Tiller rule, the law, the act. So then fines and penalties come with that. So you have to be very careful and it's good for you guys to know too, because that means don't freely go and give all your information out. In one of my videos prior to this one, I did say that you guys definitely do not have to give your social to get a loan quote. They can give you a loan quote on a loan estimate, and you don't need to give your social right away until you know you're going to go and you have chosen your loan officer you want to work with. You know you want to work with that lender, then do it. Too many times I hear that borrowers, their credit have been ran, and that's the crazy part. They'll run the credit first before sometimes they have the other information, which is interesting because that's really the trigger, and you're triggering the credit part, because once you run the credit, you should get disclosed the terms and that you just entered into for whatever that loan is. So it's good for you guys to know that. So that's why I'll be doing these videos. I don't want to be long. Again, it's important that someone who's licensed is the one that's taking your application, because that's who should be taking it, because we have rules and laws that we have to follow to make sure we are protecting you guys. And if Uncle Joe is the middleman to the loan officer that's supposed to help you get whatever deal you think you're going to get, just find a real loan officer. Don't have the middleman taking your information, and please be careful about allowing anyone to just run your credit. You don't have to get your credit ran to get a loan quote, and when you get a loan quote, get it on the loan estimate, not a loan summary and not a loan worksheet. And I think that's it. Oh, and also, let me tell you the fine. So cousin JJ, who was the middleman, cousin JJ don't realize, I think I might have said it, but I'm gonna say it again. Cousin JJ can get $1 million fine, and cousin JJ can and or get up to 30 years in jail, just because cousin JJ was acting like Jackie.Braden, the licensed loan officer. So cousin JJ have to be careful with what information he's gathering to get to the lender. So you don't need, and then even a mortgage broker do not originate loans. They are the middleman who usually have a connection to all these different lenders that will connect you to the lender, who will then get you to the loan officer, who will then take your application. So just letting you guys know that too. And I think that's it for now. So until the next video, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but check me out. Again, press the like button, leave a comment if you learned something, share, send this video somewhere to someone. Cousin JJ, if cousin JJ taking applications, you need to tell cousin JJ he breaking the law, and we don't need cousin JJ going to jail. I mean, especially if cousin JJ is getting paid for it. I mean, that's the part too. If you're getting compensation and you're like the middleman of a deal, a mortgage, real estate deal, you have to be careful because we have laws. And the Tiller rule does not apply for commercial and business loans. This is just for residential loans. I'm talking about residential loans, which is 1 to 4 unit properties. So anything that is 5 units and above is considered commercial. And I think that's it. So Jackie.Braden, I'm a licensed mortgage loan officer. I have so many different loan products for you guys. Just shoot me an email or give me a call. Or I do need to check my voicemail. It's flooded. It's packed. I am going through a lot of DMs, which I just completed. So I've completed all of my emails. Now it's just the voicemails. So once that clears, I'll be able to, again, if I don't answer, just leave a voicemail or just send me an email. I will return the call or the voicemail or the email, or if you send me a text, just whatever, shoot it to me. But outside of that, leave a comment, share, engage with this video. And also check out my collection, JAH Jewelry. I didn't forget about it. So I have my plate. This is called Nicole. This is my middle name, Nicole. My little JAH piece, and then these still are my little Tavi Egyptian little earrings, inspired by the Giza pyramids. And I'll speak to you guys next time. Thank you guys.